Hey everybody, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're talking about why 2025 will be the biggest year for Northwest Arkansas to date and why you need to make sure that you're here on ground before that date. So let's talk about that. But before we begin, if you'd like and share this video with a friend or family, that would make the world of difference. I try to produce as much content as humanly possible about Northwest Arkansas, obviously. So liking and also sharing, make sure that everyone can live, work, and play all in NWA. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Also, if you are coming down to Northwest Arkansas, definitely let me know. Let me put you on the calendar. We can check out some homes for sale, check out some homes for rent, and we can check out, obviously have some coffee, talk about why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America. And if you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds exactly what it is. It's literally a starter pack full of all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on down in Bentonville? What is Fayetteville like? What are the hospitals like? What are the schools like? All the things you'd want to know about Northwest Arkansas. Boop, 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 packaged, little package, shipped right to your home. Right to your home. Let me know in the information below, and obviously the link below. Enter all the information. I'll make sure they get the package shipped to you right away. Literally, it comes a package right to your home. Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And I know what you're thinking. It is my favorite four-letter F word. Free! So enter your information below and make sure they get the package shipped to you right away. Alright, so we're going to break this video up into two different sections. The first section is kind of an intro section, me talking about the reasons why 2025 is going to be such a big year and it's going to be such a special year, and why I think even some of the hesitations you might have about moving here will be completed before that or on that time frame. Secondly and we're talking about the second part, is going to be the reasons why, and that's going to be, we'll talk about that here in a second. But the intro part, let's talk briefly about that. 2025, there is a laundry list of things that are going to be completed, massive things to be completed in the year 2025. We're going to talk about those in a second. But just know that if there are ever hesitations about moving to the area, let's say for instance you're worried about moving to Arkansas, what is going on in Arkansas? What is going on here versus like anywhere else? And so that's one thing to consider, is like there are going to be so many things completed, whether it's healthcare, education, whether it comes to things to do, whether it comes to new businesses, when it comes to franchises, when it comes to food, when it comes to investments, when it comes to like new businesses moving here. We have new businesses starting up. So much will be done in 2025 that any sort of hesitation that you might have, I can almost guarantee we have a new massive amusement park, and that's not even on, I should actually add this to my list. Amusement park being really completed in 2025, or at least starting to get close to getting done there about that time, up in like western Oklahoma. So many things going on. All to say is that let's talk about some of those things now, and maybe you have some hesitations why you haven't moved here yet. That's the question, is why you haven't moved here yet. But secondly is like, let's talk about some of those things that are going to be completed in 2025 that you definitely need to be aware of. And the first reason why you need to be moving here before 2025 is the fact that the Alice Walton School of Medicine, as well as the Whole Health Institute, will be fully functional by the year 2025. If you weren't aware, Alice Walton is building her own school of medicine, and as well as the Whole Health Institute. Both those combined are going to train doctors and nurses to look at the person as a whole, counseling, medicine, the whole kit and caboodle, versus just sticking them full of medicine. So it's going to be heavily focused on basically changing the way healthcare is seen and done. And with as much influence as Alice Walton has in the medical field, and as much influence as Alice Walton has in the cultural field when it comes to art, I can reassure you that there's going to be a lot of changes being done in America based on this system here. And so this is going to become more of an epicenter for health, specifically whole health, specifically looking at the person as a whole, and doctors and nurses are going to be trained here specifically for that. And the second thing being built, and reasons why you need to be here on ground before 2025, and this is more the elephant in the room, is the Walmart headquarters. This has been a long-going project being finished in 2025. If you've been there in the last year or so, driven past there, it is slowly being put together. The parking decks are up, and they're starting to, obviously that's been done for a while, and they're starting to build the actual offices itself. Some things that people don't realize that's going to be completely different about the Walmart HQ versus any other HQ in the world, honestly, is that the Razorback Greenway, the 40-mile pathway that cuts all the way from downtown, or from Fayetteville all the way up to almost Missouri, the 40-mile one pathway is going to cut directly through the Walmart HQ, which means it's going to be public access. There's going to be food there, there'll be vendors, there'll be businesses, all inside of this Walmart HQ. So literally public access for this HQ itself. They're gonna have mountain biking trails there, they're gonna have their own like jump course. It's gonna be a whole thing. So It's going to be massive. It's going to be great. It's going to set the new standard for what an HQ should be, and that's all going to be completed in 2025. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Before I jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. So maybe you're looking to move to the area and using things like Realtor.com, Zillow.com, or Redfin, notifications, way too slow, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. Sounds exactly what it is. It's literally Instant Home Updates. So enter your information below, enter your name below. Where do you want to move to Northwest Arkansas? What kind of square footage you're looking for? What kind of bedrooms? What kind of bathrooms? All the things you want to know about your home before moving down to Northwest Arkansas. Let me know in the information below. I'll make sure you don't miss a single notification when it comes for homes for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, side note, every single Friday I send an email out just kind of talking about all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on downtown Bentonville? When is First Fridays? When is First Thursdays? When are the farmers markets? What's going on downtown Rogers? Why is downtown Springdale doing so gosh dang well? What is going on at the Walmart Amphitheater? What new musical... So much going on here all the time. What new businesses are moving here? All the time. Let me know, just enter your name and email below. I'll make sure you get that email every single Friday, just kind of keeping you updated with all things NWA. But sadly, side note, you will get a little fear of missing out, little FOMO, so to speak. But I promise, you will be the most informed person eventually when you make it down to Northwest Arkansas. And the third thing being built and completed in 2025, and the reason you need to be here before 2025, is the Crystal Bridges expansion. So that's really, obviously, if you weren't aware, Crystal Bridges is a very large art museum, over 200,000 square feet of art located in Bentonville, Arkansas. Free entry for anyone that wants to go there. Some of the coolest things I've seen there, I've seen the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, I've seen the Federalist Papers, I've seen Peoples there right now, so he's kind of like a very new age artist. They always have amazing things going on. They always have like interesting things going on all the time. It's an amazing museum. I have people travel from across the world to go to Crystal Bridges. They've heard of really the amazingness of it. Long story short, they are adding almost 100,000 square feet, so over 300,000 square feet total now of artworks in the actual Bentonville itself. That's to be scheduled in 2025. There's also the Amazeum, which I'm not even going to mention in another part of it. Amazeum, which is a kids, we'll call it Disney Quest for the most part, of Bentonville that's connected to Crystal Bridges. They're doing expansion there, as well as something called, there's going to be a connection point between Amazeum and also Crystal Bridges. That's all going to be completed by 2025, and so that's going to be a big thing happening up in North Bentonville. And the fourth thing that's being built by 2025, and the reason why I need to be here before 2025, is the new soccer stadium being built in the Pinnacle Hills Rogers area in Rogers. So if you weren't aware, there's been a new announcement of a brand new massive soccer stadium being built basically in downtown Rogers near Pinnacle, as well as a new soccer team being established here in Northwest Arkansas. Going to draw so much attention. Obviously, we have a lot of international people that have moved to Northwest Arkansas, and so soccer is by far, or football is by far the biggest sport in the world. And so having these international people move here is just going to draw more cultural relevance and attention to Northwest Arkansas, having our own football team, soccer team, and having so many more businesses being established here to support that system. So that is going to be a big development in the next year or so, and to be completed roughly around 2025. So be on the lookout for when you get here before 2025, a new soccer stadium being built right now. And the fifth reason and build out and reason why you need to be here before 2025 is that whole Pinnacle. I'm just going to be a blanket statement here because there's too much to mention. I think it's over up to $3 billion of build out happening in just a couple square miles of Rogers. So Pinnacle Hills, we have so many restaurants being built right off of 49 near the Walmart Amphitheater, near Topgolf. We have Whole Foods going in there, so many new real estate developments happening there. We have a new development happening just south of there. Long story short, if you drive past there currently, so much development is being built, so many things being established there that is right now is very close to the soccer stadium as well. Just know that whole area, multi-billion dollars of investment is being built currently there, and that's all scheduled to be completed in 2025. Again, 2025 is going to be the magical year for Northwest Arkansas. And number 6 of a build out happening that's completed in 2025, plus a reason why I need to be here before 2025, is the $500 million expansion by Mercy Hospital located in like the Rogers area. So Mercy is by far one of the bigger hospitals in the area, and they've committed to over $500 million, $500 million of advancement, whether it's with new doctors, oncology, new rooms, new nurses, the whole thing. That expansion is going to be completed in 2025, and it's just going to next level the healthcare in Northwest Arkansas. If you're ever looking at Arkansas healthcare in general, not particularly good. If you look at Northwest Arkansas healthcare in general, very good. So it's just one of those things where you have Mercy Hospital, you have Washington Regional, you have the Children's Hospital, which we'll talk about in a second. We have the VA Hospital. We have so many different, and we have honestly the university medical system with all of its patents and residency going on there. Long story short, big advancements when it comes to healthcare, but that $500 million expansion by Mercy is going to be a game changer in 2025. And number 7, like I mentioned before, another big expansion happening and the reason you need to be here before 2025 is the $350 million expansion for the Children's Hospital in Springdale, Arkansas. So Northwest Arkansas has its own Children's Hospital. They are doing a $350 million expansion for that facility. And they're going to obviously add more nurses, more doctors, more rooms, just to basically make the healthcare area better for children in general. That's all scheduled and to be basically completed in 2025. Again, this 2025 just keeps showing up over and over again. So just keep that in mind. And number 8, this is kind of the last one I want to mention before kind of an outro. The last one to mention is the Bentonville Parks. So Bentonville is going to be redoing their whole downtown section and adding a huge park system attached Quilted Parks in the downtown Bentonville section. We have 8th Street Park being developed. Then we move over to downtown Rogers, the rail yard, which is finally being finished up here. So it's actually be done before 2025, but they're going to be adding some things as well. We have then Springdale's downtown section being developed and going to be very heavily established in 2025. Then we go down to Fayetteville and the Ramble, which is going to be a huge art walk in Fayetteville. That's going to start at the Fayetteville Library. The Faye Jones Woods just been completed, and they're going to start stretching up to Dixon Street, and they're going to make a huge music venue over there, an art venue, and new businesses, and it's going to be a huge art walk called the Ramble that is going to be public access, the whole thing. So every single city is developing and kind of completing a lot of their stuff by 2025, and it's something you just need to be aware of when you start making the trip down here. All right, so a little bit of an outro just to kind of cover all bases. There are things I can't cover because there's just so much. Whether I'm talking about the music park being developed in Oklahoma, whether it's the new water place park being developed over on the side of Oklahoma near the border of Northwest Arkansas, what's all the new trail systems being developed, whether it's the new land being purchased by the OZ Trail System to add more trails, whether it's whatever the case is, or new businesses moving here. I haven't even mentioned all